From our studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thayer. Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. I'm Jeff Thayer, coming to you from, we are right here at outside the Upper Des Moines in Upper Des Moines office in Spirit Lake, right outside the Great Lakes Mall. TJ Thayer is here with us from Upper Des Moines, and I wanted to bring TJ in because yesterday, TJ, you guys were given a report to the Dickinson County Board of Supervisors, and we want to let people know, first of all, the great work you and your volunteers are doing for the area, and I know you've got a lot of people helping you out, but it is important work any year, but right now during COVID, it's really striking home. And so maybe a little bit about what was brought in front of the supervisors yesterday as far as things going on right now at Upper Des Moines.
You know, well, ever since COVID hit, we have had, some changes obviously in our society, in our own community, and not any different here than Upper Des Moines. And so our doors are locked during the day, just like, a lot of businesses are. We are here. So people can come and ring the doorbell or call the office number and set up a time to talk. But what we've really done is that we really moved to have food kind of one day a week.
Yeah.
Not that they can't get food any other day of the week if they can't make it on Wednesday, but Wednesday is our big day. And I can't say enough about the donors who, Walmart, Fairway, Hy-Vee, and that doesn't leave out any other small businesses, as well as all individuals and families and organizations that have donated.
Yeah.
It has allowed us to really put a lot of food on the table for a lot of people. As you can probably see behind me right now, this is how we are doing food, is that people pull up and there's totes that they will out in front of their vehicle, and we are putting right now 6 bags of food that contains produce and breads and canned items and meat and all the different items out there for them to be able to go home and provide their food for their family.
Yeah.
And we couldn't do it without the people of the community. I mean, we get to see the faces of the people, and we get to be the people that give it out. But again, it wouldn't happen without this community and the great support that they have given us.
Yeah, and I remember years ago interviewing you and talking about, and you mentioned some of the stores that whether it was bread or different products that were bringing into you and what relief that was bringing to people. Now, as far as numbers go, compared to a basic December, let's say 2019, what are we seeing for people coming here when you are distributing on Wednesdays?
We have seen an increase in the numbers of families, and actually more of it is actually the frequency of the families.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people would come, maybe once a month or every other week, but we're seeing the frequency pick up.
Yeah.
And so people are coming in more, and we're getting, we've always gotten good donations. It's not like we are like they're above and beyond what we've gotten before, but we are just been able to really help people.
Yeah.
But the numbers are going up. The number of people that are looking for food is increasing. That's a scary thing.
Yeah.
Especially as we move into winter and into 2021, which honestly, I don't really see a real big end in sight. I really wish I could, but
yeah.
I don't. So
we know it's going to be there, but you can't put a timeline on it. And in the meantime, people are going to be needing help. Now, as far as people come in here and people love to donate. Mm-hmm. I know yesterday you were reporting to the supervisors and clothing, that's all kind of changed, and you've invited people to, they've got a great, and it's kind of duplication of services.
Absolutely.
And St. Joe's in Milford has a great place for getting clothing.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, is people will come in here and want to donate clothes, and it's not that we don't appreciate the donation or the thought process behind it, but like you said, is why do we want to take on something that somebody else is doing such an amazing job at?
Yeah.
And so we refer everybody to St. Joe's, because that closet down there, I mean, I've been through it, and their volunteers and the way that they've had that organized, I think is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
It's something that I couldn't even duplicate here. I don't have that space, and I use all my volunteers for food, so I'd hate to throw them into clothing as well.
Right,
so.
Yeah, I was going to say that, you are so overwhelmed, and I know you are overwhelmed with the needs out there on food alone, and the number of volunteers that you have and limited staff. It's everything you can do to get the food ready, because you were saying yesterday, you get here early enough on a Wednesday morning, get stuff boxed up, and by the time you've got that in there. There's people out here in the parking lot.
Absolutely. I mean, everything comes in, and it comes in boxes all together. And so we actually have to hand pick and bag boxes or bags for the families. And if you're thinking, we usually get anywhere from 60 to 80 families that come through here on Wednesday. That ranges anywhere from 10 a.m. to 3:30 throughout the day. And we are giving 6 bags. I know next week is our big Christmas dinner giveaway.
Right.
And that will probably be up to 9 bags of different food. And so when you're thinking of bagging that up, that's a significant amount for a couple people.
Yeah.
And I can't say enough about Ministerial Association and Kim Wormerson, who has stepped forward and given me a call and asked me what I needed. You know, and the funding that is coming through this community has been amazing, and I don't give any degrade to it at all.
Yeah.
But the volunteers that have stepped up during the time of uncertainty and the fear of being around people that have known that the mission of helping people it takes a front row, and maybe even putting themselves and their own personal minds maybe at risk of being out there doing that. I can't say enough, and I can't thank them enough. I know there was a lady here today, and I told her that she was a rock star, and she didn't agree with me, but without her, I don't know what we'd be doing. I was afraid I'd be losing staff.
Yeah, so I've long said, if you want to see the world really come to a complete start, have every volunteer out there go, hey, I'm done.
Don't even say the word.
I'm not trying to jinx it. Now, as far as when people to qualify for coming here and getting food, what do they need to do, TJ?
Well, the most important thing is one of the promises that we make to every donor, to every funder in Dickinson County who comes to this office, is that everything stays in this county. And so that means every coat that is donated for Coats for Kids, that every canned item that is donated here, that it goes to somebody in Dickinson County. So the very first thing to qualify is that you have to provide proof of residency. Now, it's not like you have to go and get some kind of a lease from your landlord or ownership of your home. They simply have to bring in a bill that's sent to the address.
Right. Okay.
And there's their physical address. If they live within Dickinson County, then we can help them. There are financial guidelines, but they're very, especially with food, right now, they're very, very limited. We're not doing a lot with that right now. They're self-declaring right now, just because of the pandemic. But some of our other programs that are financial based, they do have to meet qualifications.
Right. I was thinking of heating assistance.
Heating assistance.
And despite what it is today, TJ,
I know.
We know we're going to get some cold weather.
It's coming. And that heating assistance started October 1st, and it runs all the way through April 30th. And you can apply any time in there. It doesn't restart in January. It's all one season starting in October. Right. If you come in, the qualifications is 175% of poverty. And I know that's not very easy to understand.
Right.
And that's why we encourage people, please come in, apply, bring all your household income, bring your utility bills, and if you've never been here before, bring your Social Security cards, and we can run it through the system and go ahead and get you approved. If you're under that mark, if you are over that mark, up to 200%, you're still allowed to be on the moratorium.
Okay.
And the moratorium is simply that your heat and electric cannot be turned off anytime during the months from November 1st to April 1st, no matter what the weather is now.
But like I said, we know. But what a peace of mind for someone that's really having trouble getting by, and you worry about getting that notice of your heat will be turned off on this date. What do I do? Upper Des Moines, you're here to help on that.
You know, and the heating assistance, just to make it very clear, is that you don't need to be behind on your bill. You don't need to be in trouble of being able to pay it or not pay it. It's a state program, and if you qualify, you qualify.
Okay.
And I encourage families to, even if you're like, you know what, I've been paying my utility bill, but I might qualify, please do, because then what? That could be an extra $400 maybe that you could use towards something else for the next few months.
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
Because the money gets paid directly to your vendor. So let's say you get approved for $400, and your utility bill averages $100 a month. You're not going to have to pay a utility bill for 4 months because it's going to be in there, and you can use that money for something else.
Exactly.
For Christmas coming up,
or
whatever.
For the kids, you know, whatever it may be. So now, can you still use some volunteers?
Always could use volunteers. I mean, Wednesday right now is our biggest time, and like I said, there's been a great number of people that have come in and helped, and I just can't say enough about the people that have come in. You know, and volunteer. Unfortunately, you know, we're a nonprofit. We you know, you don't do this job to get rich.
Right.
So the staff that we have is very limited, and I would be very, very frank. We would never survive as an organization without our volunteers.
Yeah.
And they are the heartbeat of this organization, and they are the heartbeat of this office right here.
Yep. So volunteers, donors, you can always, obviously, food, cash.
Yes.
Can people bring in gift cards?
They can. The only thing that I will say about gift cards is that, number one, Upper Des Moines does not purchase gift cards.
Okay.
We cannot, as part of our, it's a part of our fiscal manual, just because we can't control what you buy with gift cards.
Right.
And that's just the other thing, is that people donate gift cards as long as you're understanding that the people that are given, they can buy whatever they want with them. That's all that. That's all that needs to be understood. But anything, we'll take anything to give to somebody.
Okay.
So,
and we talked about coming here on Wednesdays. And what are the hours that people get started?
10 to 3:30 is when we run our food pantry, straight through, no lunch break or anything.
Okay. And then now, if people, can they make appointments if they're working, they've got something going on?
They just call our office number, which is 336-1112, and they can say, you know what, I can't make it on Wednesday. Can I come at 2 o'clock on Tuesday, or whatever day it will be, and we will make arrangements for that.
Okay, very good. Anything else for the good of the public that they should know what's going on here at Upper Des Moines?
I guess the only thing I can say is thank you to Dickinson County, thank you to the community, thank you for the support. It's been, and I'm not speaking just at Upper Des Moines, it's been a very trying time for everybody for these last 6 months or longer. I've seen a lot of people come together as a group and to fight this together. And I want to thank you for including Upper Des Moines in that fight, and I join you in the fight as well. Whatever Upper Des Moines can help the community, we would love to be part of it.
Very good. TJ, and again, from me, from everybody, big thank you to everything you're doing here at Upper Des Moines, your volunteers, your staff, the donors. I mean, I could go on and on, the stores that donate around the area. And again, you're always afraid you're going to leave somebody out. But you're right, we come together at these times, and that's what makes Dickinson County a very special area indeed.
Very, very special.
All right. TJ, I thank you for taking time with me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
All right. Our guest has been TJ Thayer, right here, Upper Des Moines Opportunity, here in the Great Lakes Mall, on the east side, back side of the mall. If you're looking for it, we want to thank TJ for taking time with us today. We want to thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you by the Scott Troutman State Farm Agency in Spirit Lake, Pure Fishing in Spirit Lake, Last Touch Painting and Cleaning, providing interior, exterior, house painting, and professional cleaning services in Spirit Lake. Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. Ducky's Marine and Motorsports Repair in Spirit Lake. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Attorney Bethany Brands at Brands Law Office in Spirit Lake. Ruthven Locker at the lake, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji. By Michael Thorson with Farm Bureau Insurance in Spirit Lake.